What's up guys, Magnus here. Welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to talk about what I eat in a day to build muscle. Before we get into what I eat in a day, let's talk about macros or macronutrients. Protein, fat and carbs. The reason I bring those up is that it's crucial for you to know which foods that are containing protein, fat and carbs. You see, protein are the building blocks of muscle and tissue. You need to eat enough protein to build muscle mass. Both protein and fat are fuel for the body. So you can choose to eat more fat, less carbs, or vice versa, or a nice little mix of both. At the end of the day, they are both fuel for the body. Now when you know what protein and fat and carb does for you, let's talk about my philosophy. I'm a big believer in that the diet that's the best diet for you is the one that you can stick to. I don't like to deprive myself of foods that I like. If I want a pizza on a Wednesday, I'm gonna have a pizza on a Wednesday. What I'm really paying attention to is how many times I have those type of meals in a week, or not even a week, in a 4-day cycle. You see, I think in 4-day cycles when it comes to food. I eat 5 times per day. That equals 20 meals in 4 days. So out of 20 meals, I make sure that 17 are on point. 3 meals out of 20, I enjoy life. I eat whatever I want. So in 4 days, I can enjoy life 3 times. Anything from pizza, burger, to an ice cream or a glass of wine or a beer. That's not too bad, is it? And before we continue, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is an app that tracks exercise and diet based on specific goals. Think of it as a personal guide on your journey to better health. With MyFitnessPal Premium membership, you have access to guided daily workouts and meal plans written by dietitians and fitness experts. MyFitnessPal's quick tools help you to monitor what you consume and understand the nutritional value behind the foods that you're eating. You can even scan barcodes, save meals and recipes, all right in the app. What I love most about MyFitnessPal is that you can completely customize your experience. They have an awesome premium feature called Deeper Nutritional Insights, which helps you discover which foods fuel you the best personally. If you're like me in this video and your goal is to build muscle, MyFitnessPal isn't just a rigid diet plan. It does way more than just count calories. The app's customization features help you track macronutrients, your heart health, and much more. This program makes your routine something you can stick to, and there's also a community on the app that can help you stay accountable and motivated. Click on the link below to get 1 month of MyFitnessPal Premium for free. Again, it's free for you and it helps this channel a lot. So go to the link in my description to get 1 month of MyFitnessPal Premium for free. All right, let's get into what I eat in a day to build muscle. So I'm around 190 pounds, a little more, which is about 88 kilos. That means I'm trying to eat around 190 grams of protein in a day. So I eat 2 grams of protein per kilo body weight, or 1 gram of protein per pound body weight in a day. On top of that, I try to consume around 330 grams of carbs or 120 grams of fat. The reason I'm talking about those numbers is that you gotta understand that it is really important that you eat enough food if you want to build optimal amounts of muscle mass. I have a confession to make. I don't really walk around on a daily basis counting calories and macros, making sure that I'm on the gram right every day. I've been doing this for such a long time, so I can more or less eye it. I know what 40 grams of protein looks like nowadays. And I don't care if it's 39 or 42. I know approximately, and for me that's good enough. So before I show you a typical breakfast of mine, here's something for you. This is one of my favorite breakfasts. It's my own quesadilla. So in this quesadilla, we have our tortillas. I like the flour tortillas better than the corn, so that's what I'm using. We got my 3 to 4 eggs. We got jalapeno, pickled jalapeno, which makes it a little less spicy, a little vinegary. Taco sauce, aged cheddar cheese, salt and pepper. Firing up the grill here. So we start off by putting the eggs in, putting some black pepper and salt, Then we're adding our cheese. And then we got our tortilla. Normally I have a bigger tortilla. Today I only had a small one in my pantry, so this is what we'll use. We're gonna flip it, putting some taco sauce on top. That was a lot. And there we have the pepper. Then I'm folding it, making sure that the cheese has melted in between the tortilla and the egg. And then we are plating it. So here we go. We got protein from the eggs. We got also some good fats. Carbs comes from the tortilla and the sauce. All right, let's give it a try. It's past breakfast, but I can't resist. Not too shabby. A typical snack for me is Vasa crisp bread, 2 or 3 of these. Smoked salmon is a personal favorite. I got about 120 grams here, 2 big slices, lemon juice, put some freeze-dried chives on, and here we go. This is a perfect snack for someone who wants to stay healthy and build muscle mass. The Vasa crisp bread contains a lot of slow carbs, no sugar whatsoever. Then we have the salmon, which is high in protein and pretty high in fat as well, but good fat. Yeah, lemon is just lemon, vitamins. All right, guys, it's been about 3 hours since we had our snack. It's time for lunch. When I cook lunch, it looks a lot like my dinner. So you could actually switch dinner and lunch, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I eat the same thing for lunch as dinner. I understand that a lot of people don't have time to cook food from scratch in the middle of a day, or no one can. So what you can do with what I'm making today is to food prep. Cook this in bulk, put it in the fridge in portions, take it with you wherever you're going. We are gonna cook some salmon. I know I had salmon as a snack, but you can have any type of fish here. It doesn't matter if it's a sea bass, halibut, or your local fish where you're from. We got some sweet potatoes. Sweet potato is a good slow carb. Broccoli, gonna break up the broccoli, put it in the pan. Then we have our Brussels sprouts. I'm actually gonna cut these up because they will not be cooked when the rest of the food is cooked if I don't. You don't have to eat Brussels sprouts. Not everyone loves it. Not everyone loves broccoli. I love both, so I like to cook or make a combo of both. Then I'm taking some olive oil, gonna drizzle. I'm gonna use some balsamico. This is actually glazed, which makes it thicker. Gonna spread it on both the broccoli and the Brussels sprout. Then we have, then I'm gonna put some everything bagel seasoning. This sucker we have onion, garlic, sesame seeds, and other spices. Today I'm putting it on the broccoli only. I'm gonna take some smoked sea salt and put it on the Brussels sprouts and the salmon. In the oven, 425 degrees, simple. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's see where we are with our lunch. Okay, everything's looking great. We're gonna go ahead and plate it. There's always a little compromise when you are adding different types of foods on a plate. The salmon would probably have done well with 5 minutes less, and the sweet potatoes would probably have wanted, 5 minutes more. Today it's a good compromise. You could use 2 plates and leave one in for an extra 5 minutes, but this looks good enough. There we have it. The salmon is high in protein, so that's our protein source. We do get a little protein in the broccoli and the Brussels sprouts as well, but not very much. There's also some good fats in the salmon. The sweet potatoes are a great source of carbs. Let's give it a try. This is really good, actually. So it's been 3 hours since our delicious lunch. It's time for a second snack. And where I normally eat cottage cheese is another favorite, or Greek yogurt. If you have followed me, you know that Greek yogurt. I've been talking about Greek yogurt in the past, called different things in different countries. It's basically a form of yogurt that's high in protein. So I'm gonna show you what I like to do with my cottage cheese. I'm making sure to get about 30 grams of protein. Just read the label, figure out how much you need to put there. Today I'm slicing up a banana and putting it in, but I also like to use an apple or a pear. I'm also adding some hazelnuts, and then we're gonna top off with some cinnamon. And we are done. Let's talk about the ingredients. We get the protein from the nuts and the cottage cheese. We get fibers from both the banana and the nuts, and we get the good fats from the nuts as well. It's not dinner yet, so I will not make dinner right now, but I'm gonna walk you through what I will cook for dinner and what I typically cook for dinner. Here we got a really nice piece of dry aged ribeye. This is gonna be our protein source. Ribeye is also a little high in fat, so we're gonna get some fuel from this steak as well. Then I'm gonna make a salad of baby arugula. I'm probably gonna shave in some fennel, carrots, make a dressing with olive oil, lemon juice, sea salt, maybe a little Dijon. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna do oven roasted potatoes or if I'm making brown rice with mushrooms. It will definitely be one of those two, but both of those are carb sources, fuel as well. So we get some good fats. So we get some protein from our steak, also some fats, fuel, micronutrients, and all the good stuff from the salad. And the potatoes or the rice will also be our fuel in form of carbs. There you have it. This is what I typically eat in a day. It is important to make sure that you get enough fuel, carbs and fat and protein to be able to put on as much muscle mass as possible. Let me just wrap up with saying I'm not a huge fan of overeating or bulking too much. As you can tell, I'm pretty lean. I don't think you need to put on a bunch of fat just to gain maximum amounts of muscle mass. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration, something that you can take with you. And please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, or I throw the steak at you. And I'll see you next week.